Hello, everybody. If you are new to my channel, my name is Andrea. I am glad to have you. So I was spending some time with the Lord this evening, and He wanted me to come on here and talk about desperation. The Lord wants us in a spirit of desperation. Not desperation for the things that we want from this world, our desires, our goals, our breakthrough, etc. He wants us in a spirit of desperation for Him. And I think we all know this, but have we really gotten to the point of desperation for Him? He's saying, don't run to me when you're in a desperate situation. Run to me every day because you're desperate for me. And He really brought to my attention that that's when breakthrough happens. When you stop being desperate for your desires, stop being desperate for your breakthrough, stop being desperate for, that thing that you want to happen, your promise to come to pass, and start being desperate for Him. Because He says, I don't give you a breakthrough. I am your breakthrough. I am your breakthrough. We need to shift the way we view things, shift our attitude, and start feeling desperate for Him. When was the last time that we sat before the Lord, worshiping Him, crying out with tears running down our face because we are desperate just for Him? That's the kind of desperation that He wants from us. Jeremiah 29:13 says, if you seek me, and you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all of your heart. Psalm 84:2 says, my soul longs, yes, faints for the courts of the Lord. My heart and flesh sing for joy to the living God. He says, I love your desperation. When things are good, we can worship Him, and we can pray to Him and worship Him and go through the motions. But it's when things are bad that we really become desperate and we really push into Him. And He's saying, why not do that when you're in your high points as well? Why isn't there desperation in the high points as well? We should be constantly desperate for God. And sometimes He lets us go through the affliction just to bring us back to a point of desperation for Him. Because that's when He can move in our life. When we're actually seeking Him with our whole heart again. And sometimes it takes that affliction to bring us back to the point when we're seeking Him with our full heart, because we know we need Him. We know we need Him during those times. But in our everyday life, when we're not facing an affliction or a hard circumstance, we should be running after him with that same desperation. Desperation. Desperate to know him more. Desperate to hear his voice more. Desperate to know more characteristics of him. He's saying that there are unlimited characteristics of him. There are unlimited secrets of him. There are unlimited revelations of himself that he wants to pour out upon us, reveal himself to us. And he does that in those times of desperation. He wants us to be desperate for him. He says, I love your desperation. Because it's in those moments where our heart is so pure for him. We are purely seeking him. And he's talking about breakthrough too. He's saying your breakthrough will come when you stop seeking the breakthrough and start seeking me, because I am your breakthrough. Start seeking me. Start being desperate for me. And your breakthrough will come. John 2:15 says, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. I think sometimes we get so focused on the things that we want, the things that we want out of life. You know, I want to get married. I want to have a child. I want to get this new house. I want to get this new job. And we're desperate for these things to come to pass. And we push into God for these things to come to pass. But we need to be pushing into God for him. And then all these things will be added unto us. We need to be seeking God for him, desperate for him, and then he will add all the rest to us. He's saying, I am constantly working for you. My mind is constantly on you. I am constantly pushing for you. Will you not do the same for me?